Okay, so if you're in Schoology, you're going to see the links. I suggest you go visit the W3C Schools website because I can't possibly tell you everything inside of this how-to video, but I'm just going to get you started on doing a unordered list. You're going to use an unordered list for items that you're listing that are not in preferential order. So for instance, you could say my favorite colors are, and you're not saying one color is more important than another, you're just listing them all. So ordered lists, you would use that when you're trying to list things in order by sequence. So we'll do unordered lists first. So I always like to start out with just a review of what we've learned to date. So don't forget open HTML, end HTML, go in between those, and then you can do your open head and close head. You can tab those in if you want. Then within the heading, you've got the open title and close title. And we could even put a title in. Remember, when you run the website, that's what's going to show up in the tab above. So we'll say start with unordered lists. All right, and then finally, we'll start with our body and we will end our body. So hopefully that's something you're starting to remember by now, where you don't even have to check back at notes. You remember how to start a web page. So we want to make a list of, we'll say days off school. Okay, this is going to be our list of days off school. We're going to do an unordered list. So we're not saying these are in any type of order. We're just putting them in. So this is how you do it. The syntax is you make an unordered list, you open the unordered list, and you close the unordered list. And each item in the list is preceded by an LI and ends with an end LI. So for instance, let's say we're just listing holidays, but not in any type of order. We'll say winter break. We'll say fall break. We'll say Labor Day. I'll say MLK Day. I'll say President's Day. Now notice that these aren't in any particular order, so we've got them in an unordered list. Now we need to end each list item. I found it works without ending them, but it's probably just a good idea to end them. So to make that quick, I'm just going to copy and paste the end list item. And you can see how simple it is to make a list. So you start the unordered list, you end the unordered list, and then you have list items. Do not ever number these or try to put bullets next to them. Always put LI. When we get to formatting later, you're going to see why that's so important. So I'm going to call this file, and you should too, file. Save file as. Make sure you're going to the folder that I shared with you. It should be your first name and last name, that folder, and it's shared with you and me only. So you can see, like, here's a list of kids' folders that I had. So like Lauren Cope is going to go to Lauren Cope folder. Don't go to a folder that's on your Chromebook that's just yours or on your laptop. You want to save it directly to that Google folder that I made for you. All right, so we're going to pretend like this is my Google folder. I have one up here called Caret. You guys do not have one named Caret. You have one with your first name, last name. Okay, so I'm going to save this as unordered list.html. Don't forget to put the .html in and enter. You can see the purple is where the tags are and the black is the text. All right, so Now when I go to a new page, I can do Control O to open. I'm going to go to the folder where my work is saved. And unordered list.html. I'm going to double click that, and you can see that it's formatted. So that's a simple unordered list. The next video will be an ordered list, then we'll talk about how to format them.